Hey, what's up, and welcome to Ike's Jam Room. Now this video is going to be a little bit different in the way that I'm actually going to be doing some actual video editing, as opposed to my other videos so far that have been kind of a one take, one shot, load it on there it is kind of deal. So I'm going to be trying to learn some new skills on this one. But I wanted to compare the differences between a bedroom guitarist and a band guy, someone who is either playing in your church band, or you are selling out arenas playing in front of many thousands of people, or you're in a garage band even. I just kind of wanted to compare the two and point out some differences in them, not to say one is better than the other or anything like that, but there is some things that are special when it comes to playing with other musicians. And I'm not even talking about necessarily playing out somewhere in a band playing shows. I mean, it could be you're sitting around in your living room jamming some acoustics with your buddies or something. But there's a certain chemistry, like a language basically. You communicate with the other musicians in certain ways, and there's things that you can learn from playing with others that you kind of can't learn if you're jamming along to a track or something very specific with a specific BPM, and you're training your brain to just play that exact way every time like a robot. Now, most all of us start our journey, at the very least, that way, being a bedroom musician, a bedroom rock star, whatever you want to call it. And that is how you hone your skills. That is how you're going to practice. That's how you're going to get better. It's extremely important to have time with just you and your guitar so you can actually get better and learn your chords, learn your stuff, and really hone in your skills. But there's a certain set of skills that you really only develop by playing with other musicians. And I've seen it many times over the years where I've jammed with people and they can really tear up a drum kit. I mean, just rolls for days, crazy stuff, really cool stuff. And in the same way that if you're singing in the shower, yeah, it sounds cool and all at the time, but if you're really trying to sing in front of other people, it's different, or with other people. But the same goes for playing music. You know, you might be playing a song and say, hey man, that BPM is not like... This is not the same tempo as the original song. What are we doing here? Well, if you're playing live, you need to learn to go with the flow and have an ear to just cope with it and do it. And there's certain things that you only develop by playing with other musicians. And time signatures and stuff, that's one thing. Keys and everything. But there are certain things that like a chemistry that you will develop by playing with certain people. And sometimes if you play with a band for months, years, or whatever, you begin to really have a specific language, you could even call it, between each other, that you know by some very little intricate drum parts per se, or a vocal trigger, something that you all can get on the same page, and you know where you're all going to go collectively. But also, if you're jamming with other people that are better than you, it really helps you to want to do better. It kind of gets you out of some ruts you may have been in, and it can definitely inspire you. I would like to just encourage anyone that if you do nothing but play all by yourself at your house, to try to hook up with some people. If you know some friends that are in a band, try to go jam with them if that's cool, if they're cool with that, if that's something you could do, or just have some other buddies over and just sit around on the couch and pluck some acoustics just for fun. Because I can tell you, I remember when I first started playing with other musicians, it was a whole new world to me. It's like that's where the fun really began. And you might be saying, well man, I'm completely fine with just playing at my house for myself. That's cool too. I mean, it's whatever's cool. I mean, you do you, boo. But I'm just trying to encourage you to try to reach out and get hooked up with some other fellow musicians, and get out of the box if you're kind of afraid of playing in front of anyone else. Just get out there and have some fun with it. it. And, you know, just don't be afraid to put yourself out there and jam. Let me know if you're that band dude in a garage band. Let me know if you're in your church band jamming. Let me know if you're that guy who just wants to be a hermit and jam at the house and you're totally cool with that. It's all good. I mean, music is not a competition. You know, this is for your enjoyment. But let me know in the comments what you think about this video. If this is the kind of video that's kind of interesting to you, kind of like a conversation deal. But anyways, this has been today's Ike's Jam Room. Check me out on some other videos and look for some new ones in the future. And let me know if I did anything good on the actual video editing. I'm a noob, so check it out and see what you think. Thanks.